Growing up, I went through probably some of the most terrifying paranormal experiences of my life. My house was haunted for 8 years of my life, and in the spirit of spooky season, I decided to start talking about them. In the last story that I talked about a time when my mom took me to a haunted hotel when I was like really young, and then a bunch of weird shit started happening, and then it closed down for business forever 2 weeks after we stayed there. Ever since we moved into my childhood home, the house that was 2 hours away from the haunted hotel, I would always hear a lot of things happening at night. This was about 6 months after we first moved in, and my friend from school was staying over for the weekend. This house had a basement with a guest room in it, and right next to the guest room was like this downstairs TV room, like a downstairs living room. I never went down there myself unless I was having friends over to sleep over, mainly because it was so cold because the floor was made of cement, so it was just uncomfortable to hang out in and uncomfortable to step on. I was sleeping downstairs in the guest room with her when suddenly I woke up, and clear as day, I heard the sound of a man's voice. It was the middle of the night. I looked over and my friend was still sleeping. So I got my head out of bed and I looked at the corner of the room, and there was a shadow in the corner of the room. I remember being scared as hell. I honestly don't even know how I went back to sleep after that. I don't know. The next morning, my friend woke up and she was really freaked out, and she told me that for the first time ever in her entire life, she had sleep paralysis. And if you don't know what sleep paralysis is, it's basically where you have a nightmare, but in your nightmare, you're like awake. You can't move your body at all. You're literally paralyzed, and normally people freak out, and when they freak out, this triggers like seeing like very scary figures in your dream because your brain is so freaked out over not being able to move. This bitch deadass said that she saw a figure come out of the closet and she was not able to move her body at all. Later in the day, we were watching TV upstairs, and all of a sudden we hear my dog start barking and howling and having a panic attack. We go downstairs and we see that my dog is standing on top of the guest bed that we were sleeping in, and he was barking at the corner, the same corner that I saw the shadow in. And he had gotten so scared that he had an accident all over the bed. And he was a full-grown dog. He wasn't a puppy, so like full-grown dogs don't have accidents. That night, we were hanging out in the downstairs TV room watching TV, and I was joking with her like, oh my god, my house is haunted. And my dumbass friend was like, I don't fucking believe in ghosts. Fuck you, ghost. The minute that she said that, the lamp in the downstairs TV room right next to us completely went out. Turned off by itself. We're both looking at each other and we don't say anything. And then we start laughing because we're creeped out, but we're also like, okay, maybe this is just like a really weird coincidence. And then my dumb ass, because we're like 11 years old, my dumb ass was like, ghost, give me a sign if you're here. Give me a sign if you're in the room with us. I don't know why I did that. I'm so fucking stupid. And then as soon as I said that, the lamp came back on again. I did not go downstairs at night alone for months. And that was only the first time that this had happened. The first. There was many others after this. So much so that when I turned 13, that was when my mom stopped letting people come over because it got so bad. Go to part 3 if you want to scare yourself forever. Bye y'all. Love y'all.